Hey everybody, this is Arnold98 and here is Starscream from Transformers Bumblebee in his Cybertronian Tetrajet mode. I've also made a Skywarp. I put these videos up at the same time, and they're straight up repaints of each other, so you don't have to watch both videos since I'll be covering the same things. But if you prefer Skywarp's colors, you definitely check them out first, because these videos are the same thing, just to save time. And I made a Tetrajet from blitzwing really quickly. It only took like a day to make it. I figured it would be worth it since I've spent so much time on blitzwing, and it would be cool to have a nice fleet of Seekers, or give people the ability to make a fleet of Seekers. And yeah, so I made the Tetrajet from blitzwing, the prototype, and then I made a poll on Instagram and the YouTube community tab to choose which Seeker I should make based on the colors of the movie. And to my surprise, Skywarp won on Instagram while Starscream won here on YouTube. So I felt bad not make. I was originally gonna make one, but I ended up making both Starscream and Skywarp because those were the two winners, and I didn't want to upset anybody. I don't think I'll be making any other Cybertron characters. I just did the Tetrajets because they were easy to do, and I have alt modes that have been seen in the movie. And my last Transformer to make from Bumblebee is Optimus Prime, so there's that. And though I've only built these two physically, well, Starscream and Skywarp, I have the studio files for all four Seekers that I have included in the poll, including Thrust and Thundercracker. So you can check those out, and you can even make your own color combos of whatever Seekers you want when you put them up on stud.io. And just be aware that these guys are kind of pricey to bricklink, which is why I didn't want to get Thundercracker also to complete the Seeker trio. They have around 600 pieces, and some colors are a little more expensive than others. And I might make some kind of assembly guide in the future. And here's Starscream in the Cybertronian Tetrajet mode, based on the concept art and what was seen in the movie. And this thing is very big, and yeah. I don't know if it's 100% accurate because I couldn't find pictures of his jet mode in the concept art. They had him for the other three Seekers, but I just couldn't find any for Starscream, so this is just based on what his layout of the colors in robot mode would end up as. And yeah, it's much different from Blitzwing's F4 Phantom mode, considering this was made from that within a day. And this is the most different mode from Blitzwing. They share the same skeleton joints, they just have different kibble and jet parts. I really like the Starfighter look of the Tetrajets in the movie, like kind of like something from Star Wars, and yeah, they aren't like just like weird triangles like in G1. So, and yeah, he can actually balance on his the middle wing here, which is cool. I'm not like you can just set him on the ground. This was like a feature. I didn't know he could actually stand up without these, but these are just extra supports you can fold down, which are kind of useless considering he doesn't even need them. But they just fold up like that. You can see the little gun at the bottom is cool. I like his color placement, like red stripes, the gold cockpit, and the little nose cone in the front. And this is essentially like the back of Blitzwing just folded over. And these are his feet, which are not there in the concept art or in the movie, so they're not accurate, but you can't even tell because it's like an alien jet. So, and a closer look, everything's kind of smooth here. The tail fin's the only part that isn't very accurate, but I think it's easier to go from Blitzwing into the Tetrajet than the other way around. And coming on to the bottom, you see a lot of things here and there. It's very similar to Blitzwing at the bottom, except this extra wing over here, but it's nice. Not many obvious robot parts there. He has a toucan on the side. I like how the stripes came out, and yeah, that's not much. You could easily switch this thing around. It's cool. Cool little jet. And here's a quick 360 of the jet mode. You can just see all the different angles and stuff. And size comparison, Ravage, minifigure. And we also have my B-Movie B, which is very small. And Shatter in her jet mode. And here is Starscream with Movie Starscream and Transformers Prime Starscream. He's actually my fourth Starscream I've made out of Lego. The only one that isn't here right now is my RID Starscream, which I took apart a while ago, but yeah, I think I'm done with Starscreams for a while now. And here he is with Blitzwing. You can see there's quite a difference going on here. Like, you can't really tell like what's similar, just it's much different, like Earth mode and the alien Cybertronian mode. So yeah, they look nice. I like how different they look. And here is Starscream next to Skywarp. I like the bright colors contrasting with the gray for both. And yeah, they're just straight up repaints of each other. And this is technically accurate to the movie, because at the part when Shockwave's like destroy the launch pad and let none escape, Starscream transforms and this Skywarp color Seeker behind Starscream transforms, and they're both seen together. Alright, now for his transformation. As you would expect, it's pretty similar to blitzwing. It's actually easier. There are less little sections to deal with, so let's start. And to begin with, come to the back here, take the thrusters, just like with blitzwing, fold them down, and rotate them inwards so they meet up in the middle. These don't come off as easily as the ones on blitzwing, and it just came off as I was saying it. And then you gotta fold this down, and coming over to the bottom here, you gotta split this fourth wing. They tab in from the back, so you just gotta wiggle this like that, and then pull this apart. And as you can see, they're attached to the wings. And now you can see the similarities to blitzwing, the same like underlying structure here. Take these sections, fold them out like this, and take this section, fold it in. And then coming over to here, as you can see, this will fold down to reveal the head again, and fold this up. And now this will give you the clearance to pull the arms out like this. And you've probably seen these are the same as blitzwing's arms, almost exactly, except the intakes in the front. Fold this forward, rotate this, fold this down, rotate this around. Fold this outwards, fold this up, just like blitzwing. It's all the same here. Tab, fold, in, and rotate. There's no fin here, so it's a bit easier, because he doesn't have those in the model. And then the same for this side. You gotta take this out, fold this down, wiggle this forward. I like how the movements for the arm transformation is very like large and like sudden. It's not like small. Rotate this out, fold this forward, rotate this, and then put this under here, the tab into place, and then this panel will come up. Sorry, that just flew off. You fold this down, you actually have to shift them to the middle. And those are the arms of Starscream. And coming up to the front here, just like with blitzwing, this is all pretty much the same. You want to take the nose cone, fold it in. You have to make sure it's almost flush against this now, like that. And then make sure it passes through the, through here. So I'll deal with that later, but fold these down, fold these up, rotate this around, fold this back up, fold these down, shift these, and then they'll come together like that. Okay, it did it. The nose cone did it itself. He came through the side here. And now we have this abomination before us. Coming to the back, just like with blitzwing, you want to untab the legs from the thruster portions, fold that out, and then you can shift this back down, and fold this back, and this will give you the room to pull this through, and then set the legs back down like this. Okay, and now we want to fold all this out, and then make sure the hips are straightened. And now you want to take these sections, fold them out. And now you want to tab this into here. Make sure all this is lined up perfectly. And then fold this forward again, and then tab that into place. And then for the arms, you want to just fold these back like this, and then rock them forward. And just like that. And then coming to the back here, you want to get these out of the way. The big wings, they're even heavier than before. And then just like with blitzwing, this part tabs right into here, both sides. One. So you just want to connect them like this, and like this, tab, and then fold this down like this, and then folding these forward here, that will sit on like that, and then coming into the legs, so you want to do all these side sections first. You rotate these forward, fold them in, and that will sit like that, and fold these in, just like that. Come on. And now for the legs, these are just like with blitzwing, of course, but with less steps. First you want to fold these forward, fold these back, and then you want to rotate this around, fold this to the rear, fold this down, put that down, and pull this out, shift this around, and put this, and that's a foot. And just like that, we can lock the foot in place. Once it's in the middle, this will come down and tap it into place. And then just like, of course, this arm system over here will fold in. So you want to pull this upwards, fold this up, and then just pinch these so they come together. And then this section will rotate around, and this little corner will fold in. And then that is done. Come over here, tab this into here, and there's one leg. Of course, this is easier than with blitzwing. So this section, rotate this around, and then you fold this up, fold this out, and then you take this, shift it, and then fold it inwards. Then you fold this down and shift this in, fold the panel down. This is kind of tedious. I have to do this 3 times for 3 different videos. Fold this in, fold this in, fold this out. Okay, and then like that. And then you fold this up, collapse this, and then you want to tab this into the back of the knee. This, fold this up like that. And there we go. Those are the 2 legs. And this whole section decided to flop back, but it'll be sorted out soon. You fold this back up, and that's because the wings are all hanging out really far back. This thing would rotate around. Normally it's like this, but you rotate this around, and the top of here will fold in, and it'll prevent this from going any further back. Fold this forward, and then coming over to here. It's on these ball joints so it can rotate around and angle down for the correct wing shape. You rotate this, fold it, and then shift this inwards. Now here, take the wingtip, rotate it up as far as it can go. And coming over to here, rotate this in. And the weapons will just fold up and kind of tuck into here behind the wing. It's a little weird, but gets the job done. And then over here, you want to, same thing, rotate this. As you can see, the thing's on a hinge, so it folds up, folds up. And just like that. And then angle the wing upwards. And now for this section, fold this up, around, and then fold this in. And bring all this up. Section will fold over. We'll deal with that later. This is going to fold up, and it's just going to collapse into there. And then bring the wings back. And take the guns here, rotate them around. They should come out to the front, just like in the CGI, and fold over like that. And same for the other side. Just grab this and fold this all over. And Starscream's almost done. Just this little section. This is a completely new bit. Coming up to here, in order to get a better view of what it does. This whole panel here, it's on 5 different hinges. You fold the middle one in, fold it over here. This would kind of replace the turbines on blitzwing. Fold. Okay, there you go. Yep. Fold all this down. Take the 2 middle ones, fold these in as far as they can go. They'll lock this into place. and then the outer ones fold up to become his air intakes. And getting him all situated, just strain everything out. Hope he balances well. And here's Starscream in his robot mode, and if you could squint a little, he looks just like the G1 character. All the reds and blues are in the right place, and as right now you can see all the similarities of Blitzwing right now with all the panels. Just things are just updated a bit. The biggest change here is his head. Well, the head is completely redone. I want to make it a bit smaller because one of my friend Hero Motion 67 pointed out that his face is pretty small on this model compared to Blitzwing, so I made it smaller, and it's pretty blocky too, like his G1 head. And of course you got the new intakes here for the Tetrajet. The center body's all the same. Same with the arms, just missing the fins on the side, and he has the intakes on the side, which I love how that came out. And his wings are pretty big. They have like the red striping, which I like. And coming to the bottom, I like the side bits are all changed up because the tail fins are different. And the feet, they don't have the fake wheels anymore, and they're all cleaned up like in the model. And coming into the back, as you can see, a lot of reverse studs, and the thrusters are in the back here. Nothing special here. And giving him a quick 360 to see all the new bright colors and angles and stuff. Just like with Blitzwing, he does have trouble standing at the knees, especially because of all the weight of his backpack, and it's even worse that it's a little bigger. And now for his articulation, it's pretty much the same as Blitzwing. Fold this out, but in case you haven't seen it, there you go. There's a wide range of joints. His head can move. The new head doesn't impact articulation that much. And of course, the bicep swivel, another bend outwards, and another swivel up here. And coming over to here, if you move the little struts out, you can do like a split. Unfortunately, because Blitzwing had this extra piece that would prevent the leg from moving out, like on this hinge. So this is kind of like a issue with just the Tetrajets. And then they have the pivot here and bend at the knee. Not fully 90 degrees, but it's cool. And his wings are on these ball joints over here, just like with Blitzwing. His wings are a bit heavier than before, so it might be a little problematic. And the wingtips here, they're on ball joints. If you're building a thrust or thundercracker, the wings are a little different. You have to rotate these 180 and then fold them down to be more movie accurate. That's why I have the ball joints to accommodate for that too. And his only accessory, though, he didn't use it in the movie. Most of the Seekers had this, a little blaster. This is just straight up copied from Blitzwing. Changed the colors. Added little missile tips to make it look kind of more like alien, but yeah, you can just attach it to his hand. It's kind of weird they don't use null rays, but I think this is more practical than just having huge cannons on your shoulders. You just fold it in, and there you go. Here he is with his blaster. And now for size comparisons, a minifigure. And then we have Ravage. And then we have Bumblebee Movie B. And we have Movie Optimus Prime. Prime is obviously taller than Starscream. Even though the Seekers look really tall, they're not that tall, which is good. And what is a Starscream without a Megatron to overthrow? Well, I'm really excited to see what Megatron's design will look like in any future sequels. But Revenge of the Fallen Megatron will do for now. And here's my Starscream trio with Prime Starscream and Movie Starscream. Once again, I wish I had RED Starscream here. And here's Starscream with his original mold, Starscream. Blitzwing. Yeah, as you can see, they have the most similarities in this mode. Obviously the chest, arms, part of the legs. Blitzwing is actually a little taller because of his head, but you can see how weird his face looks because it's much longer. But I needed to do that to accommodate for his gas mask. And yeah, it was very cool that these two are very similar in this mode, but then their alt modes are drastically different, which is the point. And that was a really fun challenge for me to do. Yeah, so here's Starscream and Skywarp together, and they look great. Unfortunately, I can't get Thundercracker once again to get another kit to get the trio, but the colors really pop. And as you can see, it was pretty easy to repaint Starscream with a Skywarp. The red and blue turned into black and purple, so it was very simple. I'd love a big army of these guys, especially at Brick Fair, but I don't think I'm going to Brick Fair this year, unfortunately. And just for giggles, here we have my Prime Shockwave. I'm not gonna make Bumblebee Shockwave, but he's a good stand-in, even though he is very short. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed Cybertronian Starscream here. I remember saying when I made the RED Starscream that that would be the closest I would get to G1 Starscream. Now, it's actually this. He looks spot on to the G1 counterpart. I think I did a great job with the Tetrajets, making them from blitzwing. And yeah, he does suffer from bigger wings, but I think that's fine. He looks really sweet like this, and yep, and the studio files are included in the description for all 4 Seekers, so if you want to build one of them or make your own custom colors, go ahead. I might make some kind of guide for how to put them together and transform them if people have trouble. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. I do have one more Transformer to come before I get to Bumblebee Movie Prime, and I'll be revealing that kind of shortly.